Can you rank a website without backlinks? Do you even need them? Backlinks, mentions from other websites. It's the plumbing under the hood of your website. It's the connection between sites. It's how Google builds trust, Google builds authority, all the fluffy keywords that have been used in the last 25 years to describe backlinks. Now, first of all, I am very well aware how ridiculous I look with the microphone on my sunglasses. I wasn't able to attach it anywhere else reasonably. I look like Van Damme from Universal Soldier, so I'm well aware of the ridiculousness of this setup over here. Now, I've just spent, I reckon I scheduled about 20 grand US worth of backlinks for quite a few websites, which sets them up for the next month and a half, couple of months. Backlinks are essentially, I consider them extremely important. Having said that, I've ranked many websites without building backlinks, without forking money out for backlinks. But we need to be precise in our words of what do I mean by ranked a website. At the end of the day, if you are looking at a competitive space like plumbing, like legal, like accounting, like finance, when I say competitive, where there are more than 10 or 20 or 30 websites or competitors in that suburb or in that city, you're probably not going to have a good time ranking without backlinks for any competitive key term. You definitely can rank for long tail keywords where it's 5-6 keywords, where the volume might be low, where competitors might not be gunning for those keywords directly. But what I mean by gunning is a permalink, a H1, a H2 title, gunning for those terms. So you absolutely can show up with a website without backlinks and start getting inquiries and calls and leads. And by all means, everyone should go out and build a website and build a structure of the website before they go ahead and building backlinks. But every single month, I'm building hundreds of links for all of my client campaigns, because at the end of the day, it is in Google's core algorithm to judge a website by the quality of the backlinks. Now, backlinks come in all shapes and sizes. Where to begin? Most common backlinks that I build, they're called guest posts. It's where we provide a piece of content to another website. Our piece of content suits that website. Our piece of content will help that website because it's a relevant piece of content to them, but it credits us, it credits our website, or it links back to us. That's a guest post. Then there are things like directory listings, listicle type posts. And by that, I mean there are millions of websites out there where you can have your website listed for free. When something is free, it means a lot of people will do it. It means the link juice will be minimum, diluted, won't do much. Will it still bring some kind of value? It won't hurt. Long gone are the days where we receive penalties for spammy links and bad links. Don't get me wrong, shitty links and toxic links are not good, but Google simply invalidates them and they simply get ignored these days, is what I'm seeing and experiencing. Very rarely does Google Search Console now display warnings due to links. I haven't seen that for a few years. So these days, if you go on Fiverr and you spend $5 or $10 and you get 1,000 links, probably won't do damage. What it might do is it might show Google that an SEO is behind this website and attempting to do something. So if anything, that's not a good thing. You don't want that. You want Google to see an organic, natural form of events with things like backlinks. It's an easy way where Google can suss you out. If all of a sudden after 10 years, 5 years, you start performing these SEO things, Google's not dumb. They have clear-cut algorithms in play to judge what's called link velocity. All of a sudden, 1,000 links hit the site. It is not natural. No. So directory posts, there are things called niche edits. A niche edit is essentially where a blog on a relevant topic on the space injects a link to your website. because it's relevant. External links to supporting websites, high authority websites, are good for that website's SEO as well, okay? And these are all things that happen between website owners, website admins, and a lot of negotiating. A lot of my backlinks are coming from sites that I own. For many years, I still rank hundreds of my own websites, not because of links, but because I genuinely build websites that we flip, that we rank and rent, that we use to hog traffic in Google. So naturally, I have a lot of web assets that I absolutely do use for links, and not in the sense of a PBN or a private blog network or the dark side of the dark side. No, these are real websites, genuine websites that aren't hiding anything. They're getting leads, they're getting rankings. That's one of the ways that I build backlinks. But that's 1/10 of the kind of links that we build for our client campaigns. Then you get things like citations, which basically mention the address, the contact details, and the more citations you have, the more trust, the more Google believes that you're in that space. And that's why when you move offices, move business addresses, you need to update all the citations, you need to clean them up. So a lot of work that goes into it. Gosh, there are lots of different types of links. There's press release links, there's social media mentions and things like that. And they all have these micro values. Now, the scientific way of building backlinks is to deconstruct competitors, is to deconstruct the top 10, have a look at the kind of backlinks that they have, and go and build similar backlinks to them. But these days, the way I build backlinks, absolutely, I check out the competitors and I see which direction we need to head in, how many of these backlinks, how many of those backlinks. But sometimes it's best to build backlinks like a drunk Ruski that comes home and he's just blind. He won't remember in the morning, basically. And that's the best way to build them. So there's no pattern. So Google just can't see footprints. That's what I found is the best. Obviously, we have directions of anchor text, keyword density, brand keywords, obviously exact match keywords. A lot of the backlinks these days that I'm building are simply brand mentions, naked URL, this website, that website, click here, more information, phone number, business name. Very rarely do we build main anchor backlinks. Now, what I mean by that is where the link is tree removal Melbourne. That's just not natural, especially if that link is going to a service page, which is there to sell tree removal in Melbourne. A lot of the backlinks that we send are actually to the blog post. And the blog acts, you can call it a pillow. If something happens and for whatever reason that link causes damage, these are old strategies that they don't happen anymore. Links, the kind of links that we build haven't caused any kind of problems in many years. But the theory was that if there was a problem with the link, the blog acts as the pillow, and then you cull the blog, change the permalink structure of the blog, and that link is dead. Done. Problem fixed. But a lot of the blogs that we send links to, because it's actually natural. A blog is something that shares information. It's a listicle post, it's a guide, it's how to choose a wedding dress and how to clean a wedding dress, all of those things. It's natural to link out to that blog because it's sharing something. It's not as natural to link out to the service page, right? Because why would you link to a service page? You're trying to sell something. Not to say we don't send links to the service page, but the kind of links and how we get the link juice to the page is by the internal links. So the blog receives the external link to the blog, and then internally we connect the internal plumbing, the internal link to the service page. So, man, I can keep talking about this for a while. Links do matter, definitely are important. Depends who I'm talking to. If you have time, you can build backlinks using your time. At the end of the day, time is money. How do you build backlinks with time? You go and outreach and you hit up a bunch of website owners, website admins, you email them, you call them, you message them on Facebook, on Instagram, you go for coffees with them, you negotiate. At the end of the day, you're spending your time. Time is money. You can pay for someone to do that, and at the end of the day, one link might cost $200 US, one link might cost $300 US. What's your time worth? There's people out there that say, don't buy links, it's dark, that's the algorithm. It's the World Wide Web. Web is full of links. The Google bot is a crawler, a spider that crawls the internet by the links. So we need links. Let's get some links. Hope that makes sense.